Hey everyone, this is Crystal with Vintage Booth Pro. Today I want to talk to you about my November sales for November 2022 in my Vintage Booth. So this month was really telling of the economy, I think, and hopefully this helps you. I know it's going to help me as I move forward with pricing and how I'm sourcing for my booth, because it was really telling this month in that 91.5, let's say 92% of the items that I sold were under $20. So is it the economy? Is it a fluke? I'm not sure, but I am going to make sure that we have enough $20 and under items to help improve my sales. So let's get into the numbers. And if you are not already subscribed, please do so. It would help me so much reach other vintage booth owners and hopefully help improve their sales. So here are the overall numbers. I did a total overall sales of $718. And that is a commission of $71.80 and credit card fees of $19.54. My booth rent for the first booth is $216 and the second booth is $144. So in total, I paid the store $431.80 for the opportunity to have a booth there. And subtracting the credit card fee for $19.54, I ended up with a check for $266.66. Now, in my opinion, that is okay, but not great. I want to get to a point where I'm at least paying myself more than I pay the store to have the booth. I think that would at least be the minimum of success. And I know we all struggle to even make rent some months. And you're not alone in that, okay? Everybody has that problem. So over in my booth, it's a paid community on Facebook. You can get started at patreon.com/vintageboothpro. We are discussing strategies and tactics to be able to improve your booth sales so you don't have to worry about this where you're paying the store more than you pay yourself. Okay, so of that $718, I sold 59 items. 42 were $10 and under, 12 were between $10 and $20, 3 were between $20 and $50, 1 was between $50 and $100, and then 1 item over $100. So I will start at the lowest and make my way to the highest, and I will, as always, try to include a picture if I can find it of what I sold. So I did group all of the extra smalls, like the stickers and the stamps. So I'll get into that when I get to the amount that, or the number of transactions actually that I sold. So I found a box of Matchbox cars. Just they were in a free lot, so I just grabbed them, and I had them on eBay for forever. And I finally was like, why don't I just put them in the booth and see what happens? And I sold one for $2. I had this old rustic star that has been in my booth since probably 4th of July. And I sold it for $2. This frame tree, I thought this was really unique, and I don't know if it's a homemade thing. I think it might be, but it was in my booth last year. Went on eBay for the year, and it finally sold for $3. I have just started putting jewelry in my booth, and I was so excited to get my first sale of a set of earrings for $3. A little snowman, I assume this is like a shelf sitter, for $3. These tiny brass goose sold for $5, and these were in kind of those mystery boxes that I got from my aunt's estate. Super cute. I knew those would go fast. Oh, I had also got at an estate sale this 80s hat that was just covered with pins. Now, did you do that when you were a kid? I certainly did. I had them on my backpack, and then now it's popular again. So I had them on eBay, and I thought, why don't I just use these as an extra small and put them in my booth and see what happens. So this 80s troll pin sold for $5. And so that was kind of exciting. It's exciting to me when things sell faster in my booth than they do on eBay, because usually it's the opposite. I had a pumpkin left over from Halloween or the fall time that I had marked everything down. It sold for $5. A vase sold for $5, and I think it was a pewter vase that I've got all my pewter from that huge lot marked around $10 and under. Now this one I am not real sure about. I had a really cool, nice Pioneer Woman salt and pepper shaker, and so it broke. I mean, but I didn't know it broke. Someone must have either bought it or the store might have paid for it because they felt bad. So I don't know. I made $5 and I think I bought it for $1. But it was really broken because I went in and I went in after this was sold and there were pieces everywhere. So this MCM tray, I've had this since before I had my booth. Had it on eBay. Was gonna paint it and, you know, just see what happens because there are a ton listed on eBay. But I marked it down in my fall markdown sale and it sold for $6. This cute little squirrel, I found it at an estate sale for $1 or $2. It sold for $6. This Mickey mug, I found it at an estate sale. It has also been in my booth last Christmas season, was on eBay all year, and finally sold this year for $8. A bowl sold for $8. I have been through my booth. I do not know what bowl sold. It must have been a pewter bowl because I did not keep great inventory of that. A Santa sold for $8. And again, I'm not real sure which one it is, but I will try to find a picture. Gibbets. So I've talked about these little things you put in your Crocs. I sold 4 of them for $10. I have them marked 2 for $5 or $2.50 each. A pewter baby mug and creamer sold for $10. Stamps. So I have them in my booth for $1 each and I sold 11 of them. And I got those for free. A pewter something and scoop sold for $12. Like I said, I have so much pewter, I didn't really keep great inventory, so I'm just glad for the sale. I sold this wreath for $12 and I found it at Goodwill for $4. This Hallmark Countdown Snowman, I was worried that this wouldn't sell. I got it for $3 and I sold it for $12. Now, these 2 little deer are so stinking cute. I marked them $15 each and I got them at Goodwill for $1 or $2. Couldn't believe they were in beautiful shape. I don't know where they were from or if they were vintage, but they are just beautiful. And I'm so happy that they sold $15 each. Now these lights, I got them on the curb in my neighborhood. Someone was moving and just said, come get all this stuff. They're pretty cute, but I think they were basically Target brand, nothing too exciting. They were free, sold for $15. And I did wait. So in my neighborhood, mostly, if there's something free, I give other people a chance to get it. No one wants it, I save it. This vintage bear I got at a yard sale that was sort of leftover, sort of a come pick it up, but she still sold me some stuff, so that was fine. But this bear was free and it sold for $15. I did have to do some stitching and fix it up a little bit. I found these plates at Goodwill for, some of them were $1, some of them were like 89 cents. They had like some kind of hot glue on them, so I think someone tried to make something out of it. I don't know, but I cleaned them up and sold them for $15 for the set. I saw these 2 Rae Dunn mugs for $8 each, and I did find these at Goodwill for 89 cents each. This turkey, oh, I found it at an estate sale, and I think it was around $5. He sold for $18. Spode glasses, not this past summer, but the summer before that, I found a lady that was just selling all of her Spode, and it was, she sort of had an indoor yard sale, and it was half off, and she made me a deal on it all, and most of it sold last year in the booth. Some of it sold online, and I still have a couple pieces in my booth right now, but I put these glasses at $5 each, so they sold for $20. This vintage stool I found at Goodwill for about $6 and it sold for $25. This daisy pattern bed scarf for Afghan, I think it was for $12, but it was so beautiful. I found it at an estate sale, at an antique store in Tuscaloosa. I did a video about my whole shopping trip that day and it sold for $35 and I knew that would go fast. I probably should have asked for more. So it's just so unique and amazing handiwork. This, what they called a face vase, I bought at Goodwill for like $6, I think. And he was so unique, I just had to have him. He sold for $35. I put these in a group. I sold 9 ornaments for $37 total. I sold ornaments anywhere from $2 to $10. I sold $41 worth of stickers. So that I was very happy about. This mirror, I found it on Facebook Marketplace for, oh no, I think it was $40. So I found it for $40. Unfortunately, I did not check where it was, and I had to drive like 45 minutes to go get it. I would not have done that if I had known how far away it was. But it sold for for $75, I'm sorry. And yeah, I knew it would go quickly. And also, I put that on Facebook Marketplace, as I do all the big stuff in my booth. But no one reached out to me to ask questions about it. So I don't know if they actually read my ad and went to the store and purchased it or what. But this last one, I had this beautiful cabinet that I found covered in rust and dust and complete nastiness at an estate sale. I got it for $20. My husband was not real happy. He helped me unload it. He said, this is a tetanus shot waiting to happen. I cleaned it, I scrubbed it, and it has 27 cabinets because, oh my gosh, I know, because it was so much stinking work. I used spray paint. All I did was use spray paint, and it went on so well and looked so beautiful. I had it marked $250, and I posted it everywhere on Facebook Marketplace and groups, everything. And I finally found someone, well, it had a ton of interest, but no one ever went to pick it up. Finally, somebody said that they wanted to purchase it, but they had to drive, I think, like 2 hours to come get it. So I was like, oh, I feel bad. I don't, but he called, made a deposit to hold it. Then his car broke down, and it was just a whole, he eventually came and got it and made the final deposit. So it sold for $200. And so that was my biggest sale of the month. And it would not have happened unless I had posted on Facebook Marketplace. So those are the items. And you know what? I'm going to real quickly calculate the cost of goods sold, because I did not do that yet. The cost of goods was $126.85. So, basically, it's hard to calculate some of the bulk items that I got, but that's the general basic number for cost of goods sold. So subtracting that from my check for $266, the profit that I got was $139.81. So moving forward, we are going to be very strategic about what we put in our booth, the marketing that we do for it. And I think that we are working together in our private community. And I think that if one of us improves, we all can improve. So that's why I highly encourage you to join. Any insight is greatly valuable. For me, right now, what I'm going to do is add more items under $20. Even if we're not in a recession, it's Christmas, everyone's struggling to buy gifts for everyone. So more $20 and under items. Of course, you don't want to lose money on everything, so buy cheap as you possibly can. Try to negotiate, try to find free stuff, try to upcycle what you can. Look around the house even, I don't know. And then aggressively, I'm going to be posting on Facebook Marketplace a lot more. Any item really over $30 or $50, I can't decide if I'm gonna put a line in the sand, like anything over $30 will go on Facebook Marketplace or not. But people really see it not just on Facebook Marketplace, but in the buy sell groups, that any local selling groups that you have. Of course, I think it's important to create your brand and post regularly, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Just have a brand presence online so people can see what you're up to. So that's all I have for right now. Please let me know in the comments below if your month was better than mine. I hope it was. And any ideas on how we can improve together moving forward. Thanks so much for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye.